Statues in the gallery. Saint Teresa of Avila, 1515 to 1582, in the west niche above the north transept. The statue shows Saint Teresa clothed in the habit, scapular, and veil of a Carmelite nun. She wears a mantle clasped at her neck. Her eyes look straight ahead, as if in deep contemplation of things spiritual. Distressed by the apparent decay of religious discipline in her Carmelite order, she established a convent at Avila, which became known as the Descalced or Barefoot Carmelites. Here, the original rule was observed in all its severity. Biographers have written much of her saintly life, leadership abilities, and mystical experiences. Saint Agatha, dates unknown, located in the east niche above the north transept. Our statue shows Saint Agatha bearing the palm of martyrdom in one hand and originally a pair of pincers in the other. A youthful virgin, Saint Agatha endured unknown tortures and even imprisonment rather than yield to unwanted overtures by the governor of Sicily. She was stretched on a rack. Her body was cut and torn and then rolled over red-hot coals until she died. She is invoked for protection against fire. Saint Walburga, died 779, located in the west niche above the south transept. The statue recognizes Saint Walburga as a Benedictine abbess. She holds the staff in her right hand and a book in her left. A German native, she became an abbess of a monastery founded by her brother. After his death, she was abbess of the monks' monastery as well as her own convent. She is invoked as a special patroness against hydrophobia and for protection during storms. Because of Mother Ludovica's devotion to Saint Walburga, Walburga's statue was selected for the chapel. Saint Cecilia, dates unknown, located in the east niche above the south transept. The statue of Saint Cecilia shows her dressed in Roman attire, holding a musical instrument and having her eyes raised in prayer. She was a beautiful Roman maiden of noble birth who secretly made a vow to preserve chastity until death. When she refused to offer sacrifice to the pagan gods, she was condemned to death by suffocation. This having failed, the executioner then attempted to cut off her head, a task he bungled. She was left to die, which she did after 2 days. She is the patroness of music, for it was said she heard heavenly strains in her heart, which no one else could hear. Saint Therese of Lisieux, 1873 to 1897, is located on the altar in the south balcony. This statue represents Saint Therese holding roses and a cross. She entered Carmel at age 15 to save souls, especially, and to pray for priests. Through her prayers and suffering, she was named the patroness of missionaries. Before she died, she said she would spend her heaven doing good on earth and promised to send a shower of roses from heaven. Saint Rose of Viterbo, 1233 to 1252, is located on the altar of the north balcony. Her statue depicts Saint Rose holding roses and bread. While still young, Rose undertook a life of penance. She was very generous to the poor while denying her own needs. After being refused admission to the Poor Clares because of not having money for dowry, she led a life of prayer and penance in her father's house and preached fearlessly in the streets of Viterbo. She remained close to the spirit of Francis throughout her young life. She is the patron saint of St. Rose Convent and Viterbo University.